Hey everybody, it's Jen. I wanted to sit down, have a little coffee, and let's just chat. I really wanted to give you guys kind of an in-depth look on why I chose Bellamy and the things that really made me say yes and what made it stand out amongst other companies. So let's get into it. So since I've been in the industry over 10 years, it really does give you kind of an in-depth look of like what to look for, what not to look for. I've been through companies that have closed. I've been through companies that have been through really hard comp plan changes. And as somebody who has a heart for leadership, really seeing the big picture, with all aspects of a company and what they have to offer is everything. So when I really was kind of looking around, to be honest, it wasn't a very hard decision. I really felt like there are some amazing companies out there, and I will always support other people that are in this industry, period. But when you're kind of really looking for something that is going to be a home for people where they feel like they have the tools they need, they have the compensation that can be earned, the products, the people, the community, all of those things really add up, and it has to look like a solid opportunity, on outwardly. So knowing that Bellamy had the track record that it had, knowing that they were 7 years old, I don't think I had it in me to do any sort of startup situation. I've been through that. It really takes a lot. It really takes a lot of you to kind of go through a startup. So knowing that they had laid their groundwork, they weren't a brand new company, and that they had already surpassed, years where usually a lot of companies struggle. For them to have year after year growth is huge. And they're still growing, which is amazing. And that really says a lot about their decisions and the products that they've added and the collections that they've, expanded with, and just how smart they are with their marketing and just all those things really combined. So it really meant a lot to me that they were a 7-year stable company and that they really haven't, honestly, they had a lot of momentum when they started, and which was incredible. And they've really just kind of continued off of that. And I love that. I feel like they honestly haven't even had their peak yet. I love that people are still like, I have never heard of that. I love that. So to say that we still have so much more momentum to be had is huge, and it's not an oversaturated company. So I love that. All right, let's talk about products. Products was very, very important to me. You guys, if you are not passionate about the products that you are offering, you're not going to have longevity. So one of the things that really stood out to me about Bellamy is they have proprietary formulas that nobody else can duplicate. They don't white label their products. They're all formulated from the very beginning. The packaging is amazing. It's all very luxe and very high end, which is really cool. That you can tell the love and care that they put into their product development. I mean, just the shampoo alone, you guys, they worked on 6 years on this. So that tells you they're not just going to put out anything just to put it out. They're really putting their heart and soul into their products, and you could feel that, when they come, and you feel like how amazing the packaging is. The skincare packaging is phenomenal. The makeup, and even down to the wellness. It's just really important that they find importance into marketing the products and how they look. And it is important, obviously the formulation has to be amazing, but they just have done an amazing job with how their products are presented and how they are, when you feel them, and they just feel really high quality, which is awesome. I love that they have, their own formulations. You can tell just the integrity of the product is really well done. A lot of their formulas are European, or all the formulas are European standard, which is really cool. And then we actually have a collab with a lot of K-beauty products, which is neat. And I love that our products are they're not all made in one place. That she really goes to the best of the best wherever it's created. Like our mascara is from Italy. All of our wellness is in the USA. Some of our makeup is K-beauty, which is created in Korea. So it's really just wherever she can get the best of the best. And I love that. So another thing we can cover is just the product variety. I love that you're not just kind of stuck in one area. So whether you come in the business and you're like, well, I just want to sell makeup, or I just want to share the wellness, or just the shampoo, you can totally do that. And I love that. I love that there's something for everybody. And I love just how broad that is, because it really helps you reach your customer base. Whether somebody, if they're not truly into makeup, guess what? Everybody still needs to wash their face and wash their hair. So there's really something for everybody. And I feel like that really creates so much possibility for you. Something else that really stood out to me was the tech that we have. So they own all of their tech, which is huge. A lot of companies kind of outsource that, and it becomes a headache for things to be fixed. Sometimes it's international, but they have control of all of that. They have control of their website, the back office. The tech that has gone into the back office is incredible. I mean, everything you need is at a glance. So easy and simple to operate, and you can see everything you need to see, which really does make a huge difference in your growth, because the simpler you can see things, the easier it's going to be for your business. So I love how much they've put into their marketing. They have text marketing that we can offer. So customers are going to get 20% off their first order, and then they opt into something called our Insider program, which gives them updates and marketing emails and text when we have sales, and they're still attached to you, which is incredible. But they've just done a really good job with the promos, and just all the thought that they put into all of the marketing is top notch. And that really goes a long, long way in your business. Okay, so let's talk about trips and events. This is a huge, huge part of a business, especially in our area, because when you feel like you're a part of the community and you're a part of something bigger, it really goes a long way in your business. So something that they're amazing at is doing events and trips. If you're like me, you would love to earn trips, and there'll be a lot of possibilities. So there's actually 5 trips a year that BELLAME offers, and you can actually earn your way to conference, which is, I've never heard of a company doing that ever. So we're actually having our conference here in a few weeks. If this video is older, the next year you can actually earn your way to conference, which is incredible. The trips that they offer are very doable. So they kind of have like upper tier trips for like top leadership and other top earners and things like that. And then they have a trip that everybody can earn that is very, very simple at the rank of director. That they're doing right now. Anybody that reaches 3,000 volume gets to go to Mexico. Like, that's not normal. I just want to throw that out there. But I love that they invest in their people, and you can truly tell that when a company sees the value of rewarding the people that are doing the work and doing, growing their company. I feel like there's this whole mutual respect thing that happens, and I love that they make things so rewarding and so doable for everybody, which is amazing. All right, let's talk about comp plan. Now, comp plans are probably the number one things that I was concerned about. I really wanted a place where no matter how you worked the business, you could see success. And so what that means is BELLAME's comp plan is all volume based, and it is very simple, and it is not confusing. It's not some long PDF where you're like, here's a gotcha, all that stuff. Like, I love that whether you're a seller, whether you want to grow a team or do both, you can grow here. There's not a very difficult, well, so-and-so has to be at this rank for you to get here and all this stuff. Like, all you were doing is trying to duplicate building directors within your team. You can actually reach the top of the comp plan with only directors on your front line, which is 3,000 volume. So if you have pods of just 3,000 volume, you can go really, really far. And I love that. I feel like simplifying that process is so rewarding, and it not being this super stressful, well, there's no way I could ever do that, or the kind of mindset of, this is way too difficult. People just don't push if they feel like it's impossible. So I love that they made it simple. Honestly, they have a ton of great quick start perks. So you can, hit the ground running, earn a lot of product credits and extra cash. They have amazing bonuses. They have amazing monthly bonuses. They do awesome recognition gifts. So you get flowers and jewelry and all kinds of things. Just really every aspect around the comp plan is strong. As far as, selling, as far as building, any way you work the comp plan, it's going to be fantastic for you. So it's just really a matter of taking it day by day and just putting in the work, to get to that next level. So Comp plan was everything to me. I really wanted to be somewhere where anybody could win and feel like the work that they put in was coming back to them. That's everything to me. So comp plan is top notch. So something else that was really important to me was cost to join and are there fees? Because I feel like that's usually the first question that you get is, what does it cost a month? Is there an annual fee? There's none of that here. So it's totally free to join, no matter how you work the business, which is amazing. And there's no monthly fees, no annual fees. There's not even fees to like move your money and pay quicker. They took care of all of that. So you don't have to worry, which is amazing. And I feel like having a free opportunity is good because, you know, if you have somebody that's not able to invest in products right away, it's okay. They can come in for free, earn product credits, and get product in their hands within their first month. So I just love that it really creates a path of freedom for people that a lot of companies don't offer. So that was a huge thing that was important to me. I appreciate you guys so much watching this video. If you have any questions, let us know. I'm just really excited about what's ahead. I just feel like this is the perfect timing to come into this company, and I've just been blown away by the corporate support and all the things that were offered. It's really amazing to not feel a load of stress on you because they have so many things taken care of, and it's really just an open door for you to thrive. And I hope that you'll join us, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.